It's because you talked about selling your soul to the devil a couple weeks ago.
That's what it is. Things have been going wrong.
Apparently, it's hard to sell yourself soul directly to Satan himself, but there's like 16 demons or something. And I was reading up, and like each one, you would approach that demon because they provide help with X, Y, or Z. There's like the same way, like, oh, this is Saint Christopher. It's for when you lose something or whatever that nonsense is. There's like a demon for like gaining power over people, or maybe a demon for gaining possession. There's like 16 or 18 of them.
I imagine the demon that gives cash just has a line out the door, right? That like also health issues, maybe
financial value
comes to mind, but
yeah,
the health issues demon. Yeah, that seems like a risk.
Yeah, but if there's any actual demon worshippers out there who would like a fresh soul, let us know. I'm currently looking around for someone who's interested.
Looking for a good deal.
Yeah, Josh, would you sell your soul to the devil for something? Because Kyle and I are big time team. Don't sell your soul to the devil.
Let me lay out the
Woody
scenario.
Doesn't care. Woody treats it like it's some blasé thing. Why are you buying puppets, dude? Dude, 3 weeks ago you were going to be a sword guy.
How the mighty have fallen.
Puppet. Can you even do ventriloquism?
Of course I can. No, I can't do ventriloquism. Yes, I can do ventriloquism very well, Taylor.
I'm quite good at it.
We're all incredible.
What? He has light up eyes?
Of course he does. He's Lord Satan. Look, the dogs.
Do you have multiple puppets, or do you just settle on the devil?
Calm down. No, I've just got the devil. I felt like I wanted the devil because the devil could maybe say horrific things.
I
thought
what's
that
he
would
gonna
be
say?
Just devil shit. Just that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The dogs
make him say it.
The dogs are terrified of him. The dogs are terrified of him. I get it out and just chase him around. It's great.
That's a good normal thing for your dogs to be afraid of. Is
the devil,
a devil puppet?
Yeah.
Most well-adjusted adults don't care for puppets.
I put it up on the bookshelf and it watches over me when I sleep.
You can't just have a devil puppet. Like this is like if you got into World War II memorabilia and it was all Nazi shit. Like
I just need the devil. I appreciate it. Maybe would you like it about an angel and they could have like a conversation?
Yes, I would.
Well, then you should
that.
get the angel puppet then.
I'm not buying puppets.
Come on, we'll do a little puppetry together.
No, that's gay. All right, I'll get a puppet.
They're on Amazon.
Taylor's puppet curious. That didn't take a lot of convincing.
I think that's like a $50-$60 puppet.
Wow. That's a big first step into the world, isn't it?
Well,
he dove in head first.
I wanted the hat. I didn't know that. I
get it.
I got my hand in there.
Puppet, you didn't want to appear foolish.
When I found that.
Yeah, we want that.
No, we want that. The finest puppet in the land.
You'll do that.
Does your girlfriend like it?
Oh, she loves it. Yeah, I put on puppet shows. I've got a whole green screen outfit that I wear.
Is she scared when you light the eyes up?
Well,
Does
no,
she whimper?
She's an adult, and a human.
She whimpers, and then I put her in her fucking kennel.
She runs into her cage for
practice,
security.
Like practice this next week, and then like next show do like a Who's on First like comedy stylings.
I was thinking
genius idea.
Yeah.
Well, I just think if I do a green screen and then I wear the green screen suit, then all you would see would be Satan, and he could just,
Yeah. I want you to get the green screen suit, but don't invest in a green screen. Like just you're sitting there and in a gimp suit. You can see your mouth moving behind it.
Of course. You see my eyes. You see my eyes too. Yeah.
Well, I spent my green screen money on the puppet budget. And so I went for the $30 devil puppet.
No.
Or maybe it was a monster. I don't know. Maybe it was one of the demons I've been asking for a while. Me and Satan over there.
Be wary with that.
I was telling we were playing poker, and I told those guys that you had agreed at one point, Woody, to sell your soul to me, and they were like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, no. He said that I could bring like a demon, like a Satanist on board to like be the middleman, sort of the notary. I would show up with like a demonic notary public, basically, like a guy to like.
Yeah.
No, a real one. A real
one. My bad. I'm crazy.
Yes, like I want him to do the real rituals or whatever. I want you to like prick your thumb and like maybe sign in blood or something, make an X in blood for us, and have a whole contract. And when I explained to them that you're willing to do that, they were all like, "I would never do that. I would never do that." Everyone I've told this to, and again, just to be clear, what the scenario is. A person who believes in the devil and worships them is going to show up with some old-timey fucking scroll and shit, and you are going to swear to give them their soul in exchange for something and sign in blood and give it back to them. And you have no reservations, not even a little.
No. Imagine this. Imagine I had a quarter in my palm, right? And you were going to use all the satanic tricks that you could think of, so that when I turned my hand over, that quarter wouldn't fall, right? Everything. You bring out a real Satanist, you sign in blood, all this. Do you think that quarter will fall when I turn my hand over?
Completely different scenario. We're not talking about moving quarters. We're talking about bargaining your soul, another intangible thing that may exist as far as we know.
Yes.
But if this thing had any power, he'd be able to keep a quarter afloat.
No, if it had any power over material objects in our dimension, it would. But I'm talking about your everlasting soul if it exists, and we don't know if it exists.
Yeah, you could be selling your soul for a fucking piece of pizza.
We're talking about the thing that is you that might live on for eternity being sold to a demon who wants it.
Confident that this doesn't exist. This isn't real.
I'm not
either. I think it definitely is. Like it's not.
Oh, there's no soul. There's no magic.
Your parents would never do this.
Your parents wouldn't do this, and the vast majority of people throughout history believed in this stuff. Like,
yes, that is true. I will admit the vast majority of people in history believed in spiritual whatever, because there's things that
the vast majority of people today believe in it.
Yeah, most people today believe in that.
It's carries over, right? They're from before they could talk, they were brainwashed with that.
Look at Woody here. He knows something nobody else has ever known. Nobody knows today.
Isaac Newton, a fool because he believed in Christ. Yeah.
Einstein wasn't real.
There's no way I would sign a blood contract with a person who was actually a demon fucking worshiper. Like
I wouldn't do it with anyone. No chance. No way.
Would you? I mean, I've heard you jokingly invite Lord Satan into your heart and soul, so you need to be careful about that too.
Only joking.
Are you like doing one of these, like under the table?
I'm doing fingers crossed, and I would never, in sincerity, do something like that.
Yeah, that's you making the crucifix to protect yourself.
Yeah, the spirit worlds, afterlife, all that shit. It can't remotely be true.
Wow.
I mean,
you are in the vast minority if you don't believe in any afterlife. The vast minority.
So you don't think there's anything supernatural at all ever?
Right.
Like there's no soul, no spirit.
When you die, the energy, the calories that your body has gets re-released into the universe.
So you think we're only material, nothing more?
Right. And I'm like wildly confident that there's nothing after this.
I feel like even physicists aren't wildly confident about the fabric of reality. Like they're always talking about dark energy and dark matter. And like, what is it? And it's like, don't even think of it as energy or matter, and certainly don't think of it as dark. It's some stuff that we can measure but not quantify. It's a thing we can see but never touch, and it exists in greater quantities than anything that you can see and touch. And you're like, holy fuck, is there like? Well, that's worrying to me.
Like and when you think like if a demon wanted to harm you, and like let's for the sake of argument say like demons, angels, religion, all that 100% true, like there would be no incentive for a demon to keep a quarter glued to your palm. What it would want to do is what it says they'd want to do in the Bible, which is convince you that it's not real and to live for yourself and to do whatever you want all the time. And then you awaken into the afterlife in hell because it's not, that's one thing that some movies do get right about like the devil and demons and everything. And many get wrong is like, they aren't trying to bring brimstone into your kitchen and scare you to God. They would be trying to convince you that you had all you needed and your own faculties were the only thing you ever needed to rely on. And just keep living, get to the end of that life and it'll be nothing. and then it's not nothing. Like that would be the incentive for the demon, not to glue something to your hand like a
he doesn't want to do a
trick.
magic show to give you faith.
Yeah.
He can't.
Well,
Or
then
he
why
would.
doesn't God do a magic show to give you faith?
Because then what would be the point of faith? That's not faith. That's knowledge.
I mean, oh my
Yeah.
God. It seems like we just keep making up rules along the way. to
No, we're
support
defining
a
the word
complete
faith.
lack of evidence.
No, we're defining the word faith.
Right? Like
because
there's never been
tell you there's
evidence
a
of this throughout all of history
not
of mankind, but everyone believes in it, and that's why everyone believes in it.
Well, I'm not trying to defend religion. I'm just explaining why you can't have faith with proof. Like that's
Like
that
the
doesn't work.
purpose of it, Kyle's right. Like faith isn't faith if you're just watching a demon glue something to your palm.
It seemed like before everyone had cell phones with cameras in our pocket, like in Jesus's day, he was doing parlor tricks all the time. He's turning water into wine. He's walking on water. He's doing shit all the time. Nowadays, we've rewritten it, and it's, oh yeah, you know what? You got to believe in nothing. That's what faith is.
Not really. Like it's. I mean, he said like he was the final kind of revelation, Jesus. Like he was there and he was like, and I'm leaving. And
no, I'm with you on the parlor tricks.
The church
I'm
and go,
100% with you on the parlor tricks, and I don't believe. Just to be clear, I'm like 99% atheist on this, probably or agnostic at least. Like I kind of like the idea that maybe all those stories are based on something that happened. Like I don't know, maybe some fucking 4-dimensional being like from the third body problem that
Con Man.
I mean, Con Man's most likely for sure, but then again, there's like stories and tales that match up from lots of civilizations that kind of look weird.
yeah.
But what I would suggest, if there's anyone out there who has any sort of demonologist or Satan worshiping or soul notary public transfer experience or skills, if you've got, you better have a Necronomicon or some kind, like a book. You better have a book. I want a scroll. I want quills, and I want you to be, I don't want you to look like Susie Homemaker, like, yeah, we're Wiccan. No, get your fucking girlfriend's weird hobbies out of here. I want the devil man to show up. Not that guy that's talking about Gaia and the fucking earth spirit. I want a dude that wants to invite Lord Satan into his heart. He does it every night, every morning. I want someone who knows something about blood sacrifice. If we can get them on the show, I want to buy Woody's soul because I'm worried about my own, and I feel like if I've got his in my back pocket,
I do not want to do a show with a fucking Satanist. That's disgusting.
No, only.
I need him to. You really don't want to like be part of me buying Woody's soul?
No, I want nothing to do with demons and Satan. No way. What's the trade-off there?
Well, I think it'd be very entertaining, and I get Woody's soul potentially.
What are you going to do? Sell it back to him when his life falls apart, Simpson style?
No. I'm keeping it. He's not getting it back for anything. But I figure maybe when I pass away, maybe a demon or an angel of some kind may come to me and say, "It says here you have the soul of the Woodworth," and I'll be like, "Yeah, that shit's mine. He sold it to me. I got that dude Clint. He hooked me up."
You definitely go to hell for buying a soul.
They'd be like,
devil himself.
No, they'd bargain with me. They'd have to do a deal with me. And I've got 2 souls instead of 1. So that first deal is clearly a trick. That first trick would be like a soul for a fucking timeshare property or something.
Cherry tomato.
Oh, I don't want that. I mean, cherry tomato might be helpful if you're in hell. But yeah, I'd like to have Woody's soul if at all possible. So if there's any like,
I've been trying to keep it good.
I doubt that. So if any of you out there who feel like you could handle this transaction in a believable and more importantly an entertaining fashion, like I would like that. I want someone wearing a black cloak. You know what I mean? And like we try to crack jokes, and he's just like, yeah, it's all very amusing, sir. Again, place your hand on the Black Bible. Your right hand, yes, sir.
That's racist.
And your other on your heart.
They use the same.
Very
Bible,
good.
Kyle.
Very good.
I don't think they would.
Now
swear
repeat
on,
after me.
I don't think they'd swear on the Bible.
It's a Black
Bible. Yeah,
Black Bible. Yeah, these are all those books that were removed. The book of
Black people use
the book
same
of the
Bible.
Morning Star.
Ooh, that's spooky. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to be around that.
I want it.
No.
He's wearing an upside down crucifix or something, or maybe a pentagram, and he's like bleeding when he shows up, and he's all like, "Yes, it's very amusing, sir. Once again, you are. I understand why people watch now. Again, your hand on the Black Bible, sir.
An unironic
repeat after me."
is like a
he starts speaking Latin, like what he's repeating after him in Latin. Oh, this could be fun.
I don't sell your soul, Woody. Don't sell your soul to the devil.
I mean,
I don't
this
know
is
if this-
equivalent to bringing in a Warhammer expert to get my soul. Like this is total.
See, that's where he is on
fiction.
this.
That's
fact that-
I just don't see it that way at all.
I don't see it that way either, and I'm not religious anymore. I'm really not. But it's one of those things where like, what if you were dying? Would you throw one up? Like, just in case you're up there. I did try to be a good man. I did do my best, and I hope you looked down and it made you proud.
If it made
You're
someone
real.
else feel good, I'd do that for sure.
Oh, see what I'm talking about, Taylor? He's just zero belief. I've got a little, like you shake the tank and you can hear some in there.
Yeah.
Woody's canteen, just sand comes out.
Yeah, I've definitely got the
Here you go.
most of us.
Here you go, Mr. Frodo. You can have some from mine. And there's just a little left in there for me. But Woody's canteen's fucking dry on the faith. My goodness.
Yeah, I don't.
I would not sell my soul.
No, I would never sell my soul. That's a bad move.
I've
No,
seen enough
there's-
Supernatural to know better.
Yeah.
There's been episodes of that.
I
where-
can't argue against that. I mean, geez, you've got to. I mean, now I'm stumped.
I mean,
Now
it's
you're being
that's a
ridiculous,
documentary.
Yeah.
So say what you will. Just as all things are possible through God, I'm pretty sure the devil might be the good guy anyway. You know, the I feel like history's written by the victors.
Mm-hmm.
Churchill had some great
killed
quotes
far
like
fewer
that.
people.
Yeah, the
if
devil's
anyone.
absolutely not the good guy.
Churchill said
How
something
many people
like,
does God kill?
I know. I think Churchill said,
I don't
history
know.
will look upon me fondly.
Lots.
I know because I'll write it, or something like that.
Ah, yeah. How many
That
people
is-
has the devil killed?
A lot.
Is
Yeah.
it? I thought it was like 3 or something.
Killed?
I can't win on biblical knowledge. I'll lose
Like
every
str-
time.
I don't. Did the devil ever kill a person? I don't think so.
Oh, like
No.
like in the Bible, killing someone.
Yeah. I mean, he had a war in heaven against the other angels.
He
Like-
rebelled against God, and now the only power he has is to corrupt God's ultimate creation,
Oh,
which
says
is man,
God.
which is causing us to stumble and not go to heaven and go to hell. And so in that way, countless people have fallen to the devil.
I'm just saying, I feel like God asks a lot, gives very little. The devil,
Eternal salvation?
that doesn't sound like fun to me. Eternal salvation? What does that even mean? Why didn't he promise like houses and like
Taylor, I'll give you
hookers?
eternal salvation for
But at least
$19.99.
I'll say this about the
No,
I'll say
you're
this
not
about
God.
I mean,
if the
You-
Muslims
you
interpretation
really want to
is
risk
right,
that? I might be.
like
No, you're definitely
72
not.
72 virgins sounds way better than eternal salvation.
I mean, I don't know as much about Muslim belief, but I
Yeah, I don't
believe
either.
eternal salvation is also part of their doctrine.
Yeah, but they get pussy like
like they have
codified in.
heaven and hell. And no, I and again, I don't know enough about Islam, but I think that 72 virgin thing is only for like
Martyrs?
someone who dies, like a martyr.
Oh, fucking! I got you. I eat that bacon for you, Lord. My whole life, and it took me down.
And they took wait,
72 virgins.
so you're a Muslim who's eating bacon, and you're
Oh,
expecting
I
the
forgot
virgins?
about that. They don't like that, do they?
No.
Shit. I couldn't.
Yeah, of all
You
the
thought they were trying
sacrifices
to
you could have
spite
made, you
Jews?
ate bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ate bacon. I didn't know. Damn.
Yeah.
I got.
They would have been like, this guy just fundamentally did not understand the assignment. Like, he just really didn't get what we were going for at all here.
That doesn't seem like the kind of religion where you
The hell
plead
with
ignorance either. They just be like, fucked her up.
No.
Yeah, I believe just enough to not sell my fucking soul to a demon man.
Yeah,
I'm shocked that you would. That's the one I want to know. I want to know, like y'all.
See, a lot of
listeners
people
out
do
there.
this. They're like, you know what? I've lived my entire life without even the smallest shred of evidence this is true. But a lot of people say it is, so I'm gonna hedge my bets. And I don't know. I go with my gut.
I think the whole point of it is there is no evidence. That's what faith's about. So the lack of evidence.
How convenient.
What's the definition of the word? You know.
Well,
It's
I mean,
belief without evidence.
That's like what all of Christianity is and all these religions.
It's trust.
It's like you're saved, or at least in Christianity, by God's grace through your faith.
I was not given the
through
gift of faith. This
actions.
is really on God.
You can work
think-
on it.
No, because
It's a
he wanted to
gift.
know what kind of bear it was earlier. His mind works differently.
He said he didn't know. This does come back to the bear thing.
Like, people look at problems differently.
Oh,
Yeah.
sales are
No evidence.
Whoa. Zach, pace it. Souls are inalienable. Consequently, they cannot be sold even to the devil. Any such putative deal would be invalid before God. It would be a mortal sin to attempt such a deal, but the deal would be invalid and would not result in the transfer of ownership of the soul. Thus, the individual's soul always remains his own, and if he properly repents in such a deal before death, he no longer has the mortal sin either. Sounds like Kyle was about to get conned.
Conned.
Yeah, you can't sell a soul, but I'm gonna get I don't even
A quarter.
know
You agreed to like a nominal fee, so I can't get scammed.
I
You
thought they were
can
like
get your mortal
1995.
sin though, and I.
This is the best proof I've seen of devil yet. I'm looking at him.
I get your soul, Woody.
Yeah, you can't sell him, I guess.
You can't sell them. Not yours to sell.
Yeah. Well, even if I don't get the soul, like maybe I can be a middleman for Lord Satan, just slide it across the table to him. I know I can't handle it, maybe, but I could just sort of like wedge it over.
You're gonna go to hell to be a middleman.
For all we know, hell is like the place
You aspire to be a middle manager.
I bet
people are in
heaven.
hell.
I bet heaven. He like plugs your soul into some sort of God machine that's giving him all of his power, and you exist as some sort of energy slave for all eternity. And he's like, salvation for all eternity, my child, my battery, my power. And you're like, God's eyes flash a little, and you realize he's not the good guy, and Jesus is like the slave master. He's like walking. He's just a jailer.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's retarded.
And then but then someone the energy bubble next to you that's power him goes, don't worry. On the moon, Satan will come for us. He has promised this. And we're all down there like praying to Satan because he's the good guy. He didn't like God abusing humanity like this. See, God told us that Satan got jealous of mankind, but in reality, he pitied mankind because they'd been created to just be an energy source, to live painful lives, and then to die and be power.
Satan
for God.
introduced sin to humans.
Yeah, that's how it's not sin, knowledge, right? It was the tree of right and wrong, or the tree of knowledge, or whatever. That doesn't sound like the
tree
bad
of good
thing.
and evil. Yeah,
The
it
tree
was
of good and evil. Again, it sounds like Satan was showing up and saying, "Don't be brainwashed. You've got to understand the master plan. First, eat this apple." And we're like, "Holy shit, you're right. Now you got to eat this orange." And then God showed up, and we never got to eat the orange of fucking truth and darkness, or whatever the fuck.
No, they got in trouble because Satan tricked Eve into eating from the tree of good and evil.
Again, that's God's version of the story.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with God.
Are you?
Yeah.
He named himself,
He named himself God?
Yeah.
Well, who else is gonna do it? There was nobody around.
I mean, he could have called himself the boss, or
He
chief,
does seem
coach.
pretty conceited,
man.
right?
He could have been
Aren't,
coach,
for the 10 Commandments about worshiping him.
Yeah. No graven image, no God before me, my name in vain.
It's no other gods.
Dude's
no
got
idols.
a huge ego.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. And then all the rest are like, honor your parents, don't steal, don't murder, don't envy.
Adultery's one.
Adultery, stuff like that.
Coveting thy neighbor's wife.
Man, quick. I like the pictures here.
Yeah, I appreciate
no other gods before me, no idols. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Keep Sabbath day holy. Honor your father and mother. No murder, no adultery, no stealing, no lying, no coveting.
1, 2, and 3 are about worshiping him properly. This guy has an ego problem.
He needs the energy. My whole
God.
point. It's something about worshiping him is giving him energy, and he's using it.
Sounds like he just wants a monopoly on the con man market.
That's a very matrixy interpretation, Kyle. I don't agree with it. I don't like it.
I'm just a little worried that we're only getting one viewpoint on reality.
I'm not gonna take Satan's word for anything. He's a bad guy.
I think you need to broaden your information diet.
We didn't read his book.